Hello, everyone. Okay, listen, this is not very exciting, but you know what is exciting? It's number 26 out of 52. We're halfway through our little tiny Tuesday project, which is hard to believe, I think, but that's because I'm 100 years old and time goes really fast. But yeah, this is not really one maybe to write home about. Although, you know what? You could make this into a card, cute little cheerful card, maybe a little invite to a picnic or cookout or something. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up. But guess what it is? It's a really quick piece of art that actually was fun to do the way I do it. I hope you find it fun too. A little bit different than what I usually do. Anyway, let's just get into it, okay? I am starting off here with just water on my brush. I've got a size 6. I kind of just go back and forth between size 6 and 2 in this painting, so just do what's comfortable for you. You can possibly see that I'm doing kind of the shape of a triangle to start with. I realize you're not going to be able to see much to start off with. Also realizing there's some fuzzies on this piece of paper, but I'm going with it. All right, so kind of basic shape of a triangle and rounding the bottom here. I will like flip my paper here so you can kind of see. There you go. So I don't have any running water or anything, but just the basic shape of a triangle here. And I have mixed together just Scarlet and a little bit of Magenta. And you can see I'm just tapping my color into the wet shape that I painted on there and leaving some white space, some lighter spaces, and I will darken up some of the spots here as well. And just drawing a line over here to make it look more like a wedge rather than just a little triangular shape. And just going to fill that in and shape it down at the bottom here to kind of round it out. And you can see this is just very, very simple so far. I hope you find it simple anyway. And just going to kind of connect these as well. This was not going to be my painting. I tried to do strawberries, didn't like them. Did blueberries, didn't like them. Kind of liked them the next day, but anyway, here we are with the watermelon. And everything is still wet. I'm coming in with more of that same color mixture, magenta and scarlet, and just filling in some of the different spots. You know how watermelon has those color variations. Okay, I did dry that, and I'm coming in with some green. I mixed together tree green and olive green for that. And kind of doing the opposite of what I did before. So I put the color down first and now adding water and touching into that color. I'm trying to achieve the effect of like kind of the white portion of the rind and dipping back into my green mixture again, just add a little bit more color and soften that up. And I will add even darker green in a little bit. Okay, do you see? She's coming together. And now I've got a little bit more water on my brush and actually too much water. So now I'm drying my brush off on my towel and I'm going to just soak up some of that water, drying my brush again until I just get as much water up as I want to. Just one more time there will do the trick, I think. There we go. Look it's already looking like a wedge of watermelon, isn't it? And I've just got a damp brush that I'm going to move around some of this color, fill in some of the spots, soften some of the lines here, and we're going to let that completely dry. And I've got my mixture again of the scarlet and magenta, and I'm just kind of going over the front portion of this right now, leaving some of the lighter parts through, showing through, and same for the side of our little wedge of watermelon here. I like how she's looking. She's coming together. And dipping back into my olive green and tree green mixture. I'm just going to get just the bottom edge here, just the skin, make that a little bit darker. I like how that looks. I think she looks good. I wish it was watermelon season here. We have to wait a little bit longer in Iowa to get fresh watermelon. But all right, and now everything's dry. I'm just going in with coal black for my seeds. And I'm not trying to do any certain shape. I mean, kind of ovalish, kind of teardrop-ish, seeds. And I don't know I didn't really think this through at all. And so I didn't mean to mirror kind of what I did on the front over on the side, but I did. And then I add this guy, and now it looks like I'm doing like playing Connect Four or something, and I won a diagonal game. Anyway, do what you want with the seeds, okay? All right, here's where things go south, and I'm trying to do just the smallest little shadow under my little piece of watermelon. and it's not going well. But I was like, I'm going to leave it for now. I'm going to come in with my size 10 white jelly roll, and I'm just going to put like little highlights on each of the seeds, kind of showing that they're wet and shiny, and going to add some more just kind of throughout the little wedge here. And I didn't go overboard with the pen, I don't think, this time. And in fact, I didn't use any black pen this time, which is kind of a Christmas miracle if you think about it. All right, I'm speeding through this because I just started playing with that at the bottom, and that's what I ended up with. It is what it is, people. Just do better, okay? Do better than I did, would you? All right, we're signing it, and we're going to number it because we are halfway through 26 out of 52, and I hope you will forgive me, but I also hope you have fun. And I know that you'll be more creative than I was with this because hopefully you have more time than I do. Okay, I will see you soon. And July's coming up. Oh my gosh, what are we going to paint? What's the theme going to be? I don't know. Stay tuned. Take care, and I'll see you next time.